lovely people. I love doing a live, so I'm back for a full moon forecast. I was going to say new moon, full moon, full moon in Capricorn, and we are in the cardinal Earth sign. So I'm really, as I was feeling into this energy, yeah, I've been away in Wales and it was so lovely to connect with the earth and just be in nature and go on these hikes, which felt really nourishing and really in sync with this energy, actually. Cardinal earth, that Capricorn is the mountain goat. So for all you fellow Capricorns who are always wanting to reach the top of the mountain, like there's always more to climb, right? I definitely know that feeling with lots of Saturn in my chart. It's strong for me. So the full moon is happening in Capricorn at 29 degrees and 9 minutes of Capricorn on the 21st of July. And that is at 11:17 a.m. GMT time. So do check your time zones. So when I felt into this energy, cardinal is initiating. It's like what gets us out of bed in the morning, right? The cardinal signs initiate projects, they start, they are the visionaries. And we all need a bit of a kick up the backside sometimes, right? I've certainly needed that recently after my kind of feeling ill for a long time. And then I just lost my mojo and no motivation. And I know I've talked to a few people, and it seems to be a common theme of just, it's kind of just hard to carry on up that mountain, so to speak. So when I felt into this energy, it's like a mount, like a volcano. And what I was writing about earlier and what I feel for this is Capricorn, this energy is often misunderstood, right? The earth signs can take longer to process their emotions, and it's more they really need to root into their body, they need to feel into their roots and maybe sit in nature to process things. I certainly do. And, this can frustrate people. We take our time. I'm also fiery, so I can be like lightning bolt. I can know how I feel. But sort of it's a simmering away process. And, this metaphor of a volcano, it's like if we don't tend to our emotions on a everyday level, then like an earthquake, you get the tremors. I think that's what you call it. And if you ignore the tremors, it's just going to get worse, right? And then emotionally you erupt because you haven't tended to your emotions every day. When I say tend to them, you haven't connected with them, you haven't like felt into them, like what are you feeling, what's behind that, all of the deep digging that is so important to do. So Capricorn as well has the image, which is beautiful. I love this image, is of the half, it's like a half goat with a fish tail. And actually it's a highly adaptable sign because the goat fish is able to transform. So it's able to swim in the ocean, which makes it adaptable, but it's also able to then come out onto land and survive, right? So I love this beautiful image because there are depths, there are emotional depths and intuitive depths to this energy, which are often overlooked as a Capricorn. Often we get so focused on ambition and trudging up the mountain that we can forget to tend to our emotions. So, of course, if you're a Capricorn or not, it doesn't matter. We can all relate to this energy, right? It's Capricorn represents our reputation, our standing, what the legacy we want to leave behind in this world, right? Which is a big thing. It's something I've been feeling into more recently. And when things aren't in alignment, it takes courage to look at that, right? It takes courage to look at those emotions and go, okay, well, why don't I quite feel excited about this?
And I had a really healing conversation with a friend recently, and it turns out we're both in the same boat of like, why don't things quite feel right? There's almost a deepening. And at this full moon, it's conjunct Pluto. So of course there is going to be a deepening. Pluto is bringing that transformation to us and is like, okay, well, you're saying you want this. You're saying this thing is really important to me, but are you making time and space for it? Right. So Pluto will strip away things out of your life if they're not really important, if they're not meaningful to you. And so at this this full moon, I'm getting that word again, surrender. As much as the cardinal energy is about initiating, we do need to take action and be consistent. Pluto unconsciously will strip away the things that are not meant for us. So if you're feeling like you're in this kind of void space and you're really having a hard time, you're feeling like all these intense emotions, things are whirling around and you're a little bit lost, I would really say make sure you're anchoring into your body, into your roots, metaphorically and literally physically. So feeling and imagining your roots going down from the earth, from your feet into the earth. Okay, this is so important because as somebody that's very intuitive, I can very much get lost in my ideas and the vision. But Capricorn wants us to um, root in and get really serious and go, okay, what am I committed to? What am I going to show up for? To what is most important here? Um, and in this sea of confusion that I've been in, I've gone back to writing. So it could be something really simple. Like I've committed to half an hour writing just for me, like on my laptop, and kind of like writing about my life and sharing stories in there just for me. So it could be something really small like that. But what is going to help you connect in with your deeper truth? Because Pluto has no BS. There is no BS with Pluto. Pluto will see like the facades and superficial things a mile off, right? That's why I labeled this releasing facades, because we can't be truthful if we're still living with facades, right? And I know facades, when I say facades, it's things that feel false to us. They don't feel authentic anymore. So you may be feeling like you're going through this real shedding phase of like maybe you're not resonating with certain people, or like experiences or a job that you're in, it just doesn't feel right. Like really trust that process. Um, this is this is a really powerful full moon that can help to illuminate a lot of things. So just be honest with yourself, because if we lie to ourselves, it's not going to help us in the long run. I've been there, I've done that. Just to resist the change, like Pluto is going to push that on you anyway. Um, yeah, and then we've got like that's really supportive. We've got Moon, Uranus in a trine with this full moon. So it's like it's giving us the energy and the motivation to make those changes and to go, okay, well, okay, I said writing is really important to me. Okay, I'm gonna dedicate half an hour each day, whatever it is, to that thing that I want to grow. What is it you want to grow? Yeah, is it a skill? Is it a talent that you're learning? Is it developing your intuition? And I feel like with this full moon, there's going to be you might feel like you've been shaken to the depths emotionally, particularly with Pluto. That Pluto is supportive, it's helping us go into those depths and be truthful, but there's an element of almost shock or surprise. But also that can catapult us into taking action. Yeah, so you might get that impulse, that fiery impulse, really trust that. Trust that at this time. And I keep feeling into surrender is so important. Um, because otherwise, imagine a volcano, if it builds up, the lava builds up under the ground, and then it eventually erupts.
fast and furious. I don't know the right word for that, but there's going to be more damage. Imagine if this is your emotional world. We need to tend to it, particularly at full moon where things are illuminated to be released. We want to be tuning into our energy field and our body and go, okay, what is here? What is the emotion and what is underneath that? So it might be a bit of a tough full moon. And because it's ruled by Saturn, there is going to be a bit of, okay, that's why this is like the father figure. Saturn is, it helps us to have boundaries, right? But it also shows us where we're limiting ourselves. So you might get, really notice where you're not putting boundaries in for yourself. Okay. Because if that thing is important for you to you, then it's learning about saying no. And I know that can be really hard. I really struggled with that. Last night I was really proud of myself because my partner went to the pub, got back from Wales, so it's quite a long journey, and then I had some cacao, so I needed some energy and just relax in the garden. And he was like, "Oh, you can come down and join us if you want." And I thought, okay, I need a walk anyway. So I was like, right, in my head, I'm gonna just go see them, and I don't see them and his friends a lot, like him with his friends. So I was like, just about an hour, that's good. Get back, do some writing. So I was really proud of myself because I was there for just over an hour, and then I came back and I felt really good setting that boundary because I knew that my writing was important, that I wasn't going to let myself down. So with this energy is asking us to lead ourselves. You have that capacity in you, and you don't always need to ask others for permission. So, are you in integrity with what is most important to you? And if you've swayed off the path, maybe you've forgotten what is most important to you. So, reassessing your values and maybe the skills and talents that you are committed to developing over the next moon cycle, the next couple of moon cycles, because Capricorn looks at the long haul. Okay, this is not trying to find a quick fix for something. This is like, right, what am I devoted to? What am I committed to? And I always think of devotion as almost like a spiritual practice. And I see that in my writing. So for you, it could be that, it could be some other creative element. But yeah, what are you deeply committed to? And I'm gonna slightly change up the way I do these. So I feel like astrology can get very heady. I've given you a little bit the key things going on. And also there's Neptune there really helping us get clear on our vision and helping like ignite our imaginations, which is beautiful energy. So I'm gonna like guide us through a little meditation now to just sink into this energy. Okay, so if you're with me, if you're watching on the replay, just find yourself a comfortable space and we will go into a meditation. So just get comfortable. If you can put your feet on the floor, that is even better. And taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Really grounding, anchoring yourself into the earth. Feeling your feet on the surface beneath you. Feeling your sit bones. Just relaxing your whole being. Allowing your body to soften, to be held. Just noticing this beautiful skeleton in your body that holds everything together. The bones, the structure of your body, reminding us of this Capricorn energy that we need a container or a structure to hold the feminine, to hold our aspirations, our goals, our dreams. And as you sink into your chair, the surface beneath you, feeling those roots anchoring you deep, going through the layers of rock, crystal, into the core of Mother Earth, as if you were traveling down beneath that volcanic lava and magma, going deeper, deeper into the earth. Really allowing your body to be held here, to be supported. And as you sink into the earth, you notice Mother Earth sends you some healing energy. You breathe it up through your roots, and breathing it up through your body, allowing this healing light to cleanse away anything at this full moon that is heavy, that is stagnant, allowing it to ripple through your body. While also allowing it to illuminate maybe the emotions that have been lurking for a while, the things that you ignore. Maybe there's an emotion that you keep suppressing. Just allowing these subconsciously to come to the surface. Breathing into your body. Knowing you're fully supported at this full moon. Just quietly inside yourself asking your heart space, your higher self, to direct you to maybe an emotion or sensation that is lurking, that wants to be heard. Really feeling, trusting what is emerging here. As you feel into that sensation, you might notice a color or a certain vibration. And go under this color. What the thoughts associated with this feeling? And as you recognize what is lurking here, I invite you to slowly come back to your body, not needing to analyze or fix anything. Just feeling into those roots.
softening even more into your body. Feeling your sit bones being supported now, and your feet on the ground, on the earth. And as you take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, you ground this energy into your solar plexus, centering yourself, your center of power, your center of knowing. And slowly, as you bring yourself back, you notice maybe any noises or things around you in your environment, just sensing what is here. You might take a stretch, just shrugging your shoulders as well, moving your hands, your fingers. And coming back and opening your eyes. So, I hope that was helpful to root you into this earth energy. And what I'd recommend is journaling on what you experience. You can always go back and listen to that again. I encourage that to see what other emotions are in. I've just done a short version of that. But it is so important to tune in to what is going on here, particularly at a full moon, because things will come to the surface. And things come to the surface when we're ready, right, to meet them. And everything that must come up has to come out. So it's a good thing. So you have this meditation. Feel free to listen to it again. I love hearing from you. So love to hear your insights or what has maybe emerged for you. Feel free to share it below the video. And what else? I have a 2-month container coming up, starting in September, which is to help you attune even deeper to your emotional world. So going into these practices and using the moon cycle to guide us, so you can really understand your needs and desires on a deeper level, more from a knowing rather than a thinking and a should kind of level. So that the information is below the video. I would love to have you if that calls to you. And yeah, just many full moon blessings all. And I will see you soon. Bye.